Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. Oh my, oh my. Once again, we have a lot to cover. We all know about the Earthshot Prize with William. We all know about the lawsuit the hearing that's taking place. There's just so much to cover. Let's jump in and get there, shall we? Let's go. We are going to start again with Zara Tyndall. Apparently, while she was in Monaco, she was on a luxury yacht, and girls got some moves. Look at this. This reminds me so much of Sophie at the Platinum Jubilee. Remember, nobody cares who's watching. Dance like nobody's watching. I just love this. And for those of you who don't recognize some of the people in these pictures, one of them is Sky Sports presenter Natalie Pinkham, who used to have a very close platonic relationship with Harry. And the second that Harry met Meghan, he ghosted her. She also was not invited to their wedding. He basically just blew her off. She's one of the friends that, Meghan got rid of. I don't know. Maybe she was jealous of her. Just crazy. But looks like they're all having a very great time together. Next up, we have Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh. She went to the very, very, very first Oscar Foundation ball in London. She is the patron of this foundation. It is a nonprofit that uses football to encourage education in India. She looked gorgeous. This is a dress she has not worn since 2013. Thank you to Remoulade Sauce. This is an Emilio Pucci lace overlay, one-shouldered gown, and she looked lovely in it. All right, moving on. Next up, Johnny. Now, you guys know how much I like Johnny. You guys know that I've pointed him out to you now for years. I am actually very happy that other people are now starting to notice Johnny. He's getting the recognition that he deserves. Good for him. All right, let's move on now. Next up, this is very exciting. The Earthshot Prize has teamed up with YouTube to do content that gets people to do actions against climate change. This is a 2-year partnership, and YouTube is going to create content which, again, quote, inspires users to drive action against climate change with stories of urgent optimism from around the world. There's going to be mini documentaries. There's going to be question and answer videos with people who have won the awards, and even ideas, small things that you can do at home to make things better. The difference is this is not like Netflix where Harry and Meghan take the money and line their own pockets. This is different. Part of William's collaboration with YouTube, the YouTube is not going to pay William. Instead, they're going to, quote, support the growth of the Earthshot Prize YouTube channel to build an engaged, sustainable community. And it's also going to help the prize reach younger and more international audiences who are passionate about climate change. I think that's lovely. They're saying that this is the first time that a senior member of the royal family has joined forces with tech giants, to work. And before you bring up Harry's lining his pockets. The money isn't going towards charity. There's, a big difference. So anyway, we know that the difference is Harry is all about helping himself, whereas William is all about helping others and the environment. That's the big fundamental difference. It was pointed out that over the years, Harry talks a lot. He talks very passionately, but then he doesn't do much. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, some of the founding funders of this prize is Jeff Bezos, former New York mayor, presidential hopeful Michael Bloomberg, the Family Foundation of Microsoft, co-founder Paul Allen. I mean, they're saying that while Harry is in California getting in touch with his feelings, William is in London with a, quote, whiteboard, earnest, clever cogs, sorting, and the backing of more billionaires than you could poke a priceless stick at, working at the Earthshot Prize. Way to go, William. You know, the Earthshot Prize was a great idea. They've already given out almost $20 million in 2 years. It's just growing exponentially. So the article says, while Harry is busy yelling fire, William is getting on with manning the hose. Like, seriously. Remember, Harry was caught on a fake telephone call with somebody he thought was Greta Thunberg saying handing out money doesn't do anything. How about when Harry was caught plagiarizing saying, what if every raindrop that fell to the earth, blah, blah, blah. Now, I have to tell you that I saw this on Twitter. It doesn't shock me. Harry and Meghan produced more CO2 in 2019 than William and Catherine. Remember, at the time, they're only working an hour a week. Yep. And FYI, for those of you who are unaware, the Princess Trust also has a YouTube channel that produces absolutely fabulous content. Don't forget to get on there and check it out. All right, moving on. You guys, Harry's luck is not good. Now, not only is he not doing well in the, climate area, but a U.S. court has now decided that they're going to have a hearing to hear an appeal from the think tank that the records for Prince Harry's visa can be unsealed. So a federal judge in Washington has agreed to hear from the Heritage Foundation. Now, we all know that the Heritage Foundation has taken a lot of issue, as have a lot of people, with the fact that Harry's blatantly admitting to using marijuana, cocaine, magic mushrooms, even since he's been in the United States. And other people, for even less than what Harry has admitted to, had not even been allowed to come into the United States for a small visit, much less live here. So they're going to have this hearing with the judge, and people want to know if Harry was properly vetted before he came to the United States. They want to know if Biden, let him sidestep. Now, one of these articles, it says, and I'm quoting, that it looks like the Biden administration is stonewalling it. That could be not good for Joe Biden. I believe he's going to be seeking re-election, even though it's obvious he's got dementia, but that's for another day. They're saying that under U.S. immigration law, if you are deemed to be a drug abuser, you're considered inadmissible. So why was he allowed in? That's the big question. So now everybody wants to know if the Department of Homeland Security properly vetted Harry in light of everything. Now, they can make exceptions, but what exception? Just because he's Prince Harry? I don't think so. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Now, we do also know, thank you to Twitter again, there are federal laws and policies that have to be followed. And if he stays, that's going to set a precedent. You're going to open a door for other people. All right, moving on. King Charles is not going to see Harry when Harry flies back for his legal case because he is going to Transylvania to do a 5-day solo hiking trip. Now, this will be his first overseas trip since, the crowning on the 6th, and Camilla will not be going with him. While I do believe that Charles likes hiking, I don't think that's a thing for Camilla. Now, Charles, in case you don't know it, owns 10 properties in Romania, and it's an annual tradition for him to go for what they call a walking holiday. There you go. He loves the country. Good for him. All right, moving on. Next up, people are talking about, Harry and Meghan are going to divorce. Let me just tell you, do I think they might divorce? Absolutely. Do I think it'll be good for their brand? No. Their entire brand, her entire thing is on being married to Harry. People already dislike her greatly. It's only going to get worse if she actually were to divorce Harry. Could you imagine? Now, at the same time, it's being reported. Remember, the PR people are hard at work. They're going to prepare for a happy family occasion ahead of their imminent US or UK visit. Actually, it's only Harry going, not Meghan. What's happening is it's their daughter's birthday. Now, I have to tell you, first of all, they threw this picture up last year, heavily photoshopped. You can see the pixelation on the ears to try to cover up the pierced ears. They gave her red hair, but in other pictures of her, she's blonde. For a woman who claims that, she's 45% Nigerian, I don't believe that. And also the pictures, I have to tell you, of the party looked like it was just something thrown together at the last minute. There was absolutely nothing special about this party. The only thing that even looked even halfway decent, as far as I can tell, was the cake, which unfortunately, from what I understand, wasn't even chocolate. I don't know what it is. They refuse to give their kids chocolate. And I thought they said she was going to go by the name Lily, not Lilibet. Interesting. All right, moving on. Remember, Harry and Meghan are thinking about doing another Netflix film idea based on The Spare, if you can imagine. And most people have said that they would rather watch paint dry, that it's going to be so boring, nobody's going to be interested. These two just will never stop. There's so many quote unquote nuances from their story that are still missing after the book, after the documentary. I mean, how many different times do we have to hear this story? And every time they tell it, more lies come out. And how much longer is Netflix going to play this we're the royal game? Because surely by now, with everything going on with William and YouTube, they must realize they've backed a losing horse. Now, next up, Prince Harry said, supposedly, that no one in the royal family wants to be king. Well, I'm going to take that as nobody wanted to be king, because in other words, in order to be king, the queen needed to pass away. But the truth of the matter is, Harry wants to be king quite badly. Oh, yes, this is the problem with him all the way around, because he'll never be king. He's the spare, not the heir. Yeah, okay, loser. Moving on, another blind item came out saying that Harry once again did a solo hotel stay. Wonder if it's true. Moving on. Next up, you guys, I've been looking at what Meghan's new PR people are doing. Remember, she put up this article the other day about the nice compliment that she gave to Zara and how sweet it was. And then we have this now that's coming out. And it's pretty obvious that what they're doing is they're digging down, looking for good stories on Meghan, but also stories that tie her back to the royal family. Because remember, that royal connection is the only thing that they have. So they're digging up stories like this. Meghan's response to being flirted with by this boy. You know what I remember from this visit? There was a girl there also who wanted to hug Meghan, and Meghan ignored the girl and just flirted with the boy. Yep. Moving on. All right, we're going to finish up with James Corden. Now remember, he ditched Hollywood. He went back to the UK with his family. First of all, I'm guessing he's not a Weight Watcher spokesman anymore, because I don't think those onion rings are on the Weight Watcher menu. Anyway, he went to this restaurant, he ate, and after that, he went to Harry and Meghan's house to go in and visit. His wife Julia was there. The kids were there. Now, they're saying that I don't know why they're saying he actually just came back. But interestingly enough, he showed up on television. Very interesting. I wonder what he had to say to Harry and Meghan. I wonder what he was eating in the restaurant. I wonder what he was doing back. And then you find out what he was doing back. He made a surprise appearance on the Kardashian season 3 premiere to confirm the name of Khloe Kardashian's son. Yes, he attended Kendall Jenner's 818 tequila event where he was seen talking to Khloe Kardashian. I mean, really? A bit of a setup. All right, we're going to end with this. Do you remember I told you the other day that my husband said he saw a deer? And I said to him, why didn't you take a picture? And he goes, oh, I did take a picture. And there it is. And I zoomed in, and that is the little deer that made it through one of those little squares. I'm sure Mom was close behind. Very nice, though. All right, you guys, you know what to do. Put those comments down, make them good. Don't forget to check the subscribe button and go ahead and hit it. If you've already hit it, make sure you're still subscribed. Don't forget to go into the description box and you'll find the links to my Twitter, my Getter, my Rumble, my email, my physical address. For those of you who have donated through the coffee fund and through the thanks button, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.